Hey everybody, we're the Chris's, and some folks know us as the admins of kinhost.org, which is an enormous website. There's at least 300 pages. I know singular folk, even 20 years ago, have gotten lost in the website. So I'm going to give you a very quick overview of the home page where we have distilled some of the more important links and the sidebar. That's the goal here today, is just to explain some of the resources that are right up front on the website. Here we're starting at the top of the page. Okay, so notice there's a search bar. There's also, all right, let's get rid of them both. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, there is KinneyBot, where we can type. Well, I can't right now because I'm in the highlighter, but we can type a question in here and KinneyBot will try and answer it. A little AI assistant that has combed most of the website, maybe not some of the latest pages. On the sidebar, we have some of the important projects, but the stuff for beginners is right smack in the middle too. This is the big encyclopedia. That's got lots and lots of stuff. This is for activists and intermediate people in the community. Here is our podcast. Lots and lots of stuff there. For noobs, this is the boot camp. Self-help course. It's easy-ish to get through, but there's a lot of information. It's basically a get your system more on the same page in 30 days kind of thing. So there's like a blog post a day, and you go through it and do some self-help exercises along the way. We added a new guide for kind of pathways through the website for common problems. Some of these things are also mentioned in the center of the document, like here. So that's the same thing. We have something new called treatment guidelines, where we're working with folks from the refractory on tips and tricks for therapists to get better at what they're doing. And we have a business directory. There's not that many people there yet, but we have a business directory for plural businesses, and we have our books. So before we go any further than top of the fold here, before we go any further than the top of the fold here, we'll just start with that. We have a resources list in case you're in crisis. Mostly U.S. stuff, sorry. A lot of the internet is U.S. focused. We're in the U.S. We have a lot of contacts in the U.S. So if we get more information that's out of the U.S., we stick it in there too. Here we talk about just the mission of the website, point out that very important page with the pathways through the... We also talk about us a little bit, and we have a whole sub-site on the site. So there's actually a place you can go to learn more about us if you're really interested, but like, who's interested in that, right? Yeah. All right, let's go below the fold. So if you are a noob, we just neatened this up a little bit today. We got some of the top things for noobs here. The System Trust Issues podcast. That's a 6-episode miniseries that starts with Welcome to DID, We Are Not the Enemy, goes through some of the core principles of getting along better in your system, like a super quick boot up your system to get a little bit more on the same page. And then the last 2 episodes in the 6-episode series are things that we do that break trust in the system, and then how we can mend it and work on reaffirming our trust in our system. Then we talk about our book series, United Front. A lot of our self-help materials will start with United Front. Most of them are off this website, but you'll see United Front here and there through our work. So that is a self-help series that's specific about working on internal community and getting all on the same page. So that's a self-help trilogy, and you can jump straight to the books or learn more about the whole series. If you prefer to do it yourself, the boot camp we were just talking about, so that 30-day thing, with all of the free blog posts. And you can jump straight to the steps. If you want to skip the explanation about what it is, just go right there. And then there's the latest news, whatever's going on. So it is November 13th. We don't have any particularly new news. Actually, we should probably do, but we'll add that in addition to this. It is planner time of year, so we've got stuff about our planners. We have a Substack, so that's where our latest news is. So we have our Substack. So that's this. This is our latest conference episode that we did for the Plural Positivity World Conference. So you can find that here. A lot of our United Front work has ended up at pluralityresource.org. So there's online courses if you're interested. They are all sliding scale at this time, from 0 to whatever. Some of them are totally free. Some of them are 0 to 10, and one is 0 to 25 at this time. To get the 0, you go to offline payment, and we will push your registration through without you having to pay. That includes the free, 100% free, System Safety Plan course. And then we mention also that there are past conference website stuff on the Plural Events YouTube channel, and there's a list of the events. That's the newsy stuff. Newsy. Right over here, we have some of the subsite type stuff and meta stuff. Oh, there's the subsites. We have meta stuff for the project, for the website. The website is considered a project. Okay, let's get my highlighter back. All right, change log on the site. You'll see there's more of that down below, so you don't have to necessarily go there. Contact us, contribute, testimonials, support us, because, we pay a lot of money for a server. And all the other stuff that we do. So, about the project, because this is a project, and then the privacy policy, which is new on this, and the check marks, that's like post 2017, because this site is so old that in 2017 we decided we had to mark some way so that we would know what content we had touched since 2017. So new is a totally new page since 2017, and the check marks means that we've actually gone in and tweaked something in that page since 2017. Yeah, that's all it means. It's for us more than anybody else. Resources page, which we mentioned before, I think, the subsites. So we have a whole, if you look up here, main section of the website. And then there's blog and MMOTI for the podcast. So the blog is the boot camp. So when you go up here, if you see Chris's, a couple of articles are in our subsite. If you see Chris's there, it's our subsite. And then there's system subsites that other systems have that you can check them out too. And we need to add some more social media links, because there's more than those, and we're not really on Blogger anymore and stuff. So we should update that, but we haven't yet. So, and Twitter, what? Get out of here. We don't want Twitter anymore. Okay, sorry. Get a little carried away there. Alrighty. So, down. Alright. So there's off-site things. We have our coaching site. These two links are going to the same thing, probably. Our Patreon support page. Online courses leads us back to pluralityresource.org. So for the online courses, the conference stuff, which, whatever. Click there if you want the conference, if you're looking at the sidebar. Servers Plural is a news and media watchdog. We put plural news stuff. We have some folks who may contribute news stories there. I wish it got a lot more traffic and a lot more news stories, but there it is. And otherkin.net, because we used to be extremely affiliated, hence KinHost, because we're also otherkin identified. So KinHost was basically otherkin plural folks. So back then, so KinHost stood for being otherkin and being multiple, or a host. Not a host like head honcho of a system, but host as in an angelic host. Lots and lots of people, multitudes, multitudinousness. So there's another update log link. Probably don't need two of them, but whatever. And I don't know if this works anymore, really, to be frank, but there is a site RSS feed in case you want the latest and greatest things to pop up first. Used to be a thing. The site's old. So, all right, multiplicity, the missing manual. We mentioned that. That's the thing that if you're asking Kinnybot a question, or if you're searching the search bar, you're going to get the main section is going to be the manual. So all of the pages in main, up there in the group, the page group. This is a wiki, by the way. In the page group will be multiplicity, the missing manual, or nearly all of those pages. Some of them are the meta pages, but whatever. Okay, manual table of contents, self-help indexes, blah, blah, blah. Here we got singular people. Hi, singular people. If you're listening to this, I'm sorry about our rambling. So, if you, singular person, have seen too many movies, please watch our 1.5 hour long presentation. It's quite long. Speed it up. Go ahead. We don't mind. The presentation is called Beyond the Movies, Debunking Myths About D&D and Plural Systems. And we did that as a live presentation a gazillion years ago, like, I don't know, 2017 or something. I don't know. A while ago. Whatever it was. Around, like, split time. Okay. Prefer listening problems between headmates. This is all podcast information. And over here we have a tag index. Bigger it is, the more pages there are on it. You click on it, and it'll pop out a bunch of usually stuff in main, but sometimes some of the other sections of the site may have something on that issue that's tagged with that tag. Like some of our personal articles and things like that we didn't just outright donate to the wiki and kept our own because they contain too much personal opinion to be posted as a encyclopedic article. Yeah, that. Okay. Yeah. So, podcast stuff. Last 5 episodes. Alright, lots and lots of tag cloud. Some of those big tags are probably important stuff because we talk about it a lot on the website. Alright, intermediate and advanced stuff for those who have been plural, known they're plural, are excited to be plural, plural positivity, all that stuff. So we got our manifesto, we got a mapping project where we suggest people, please do not put your exact address, but tag, the nearest town or city or a few blocks away or some local park you like to go to or whatever, so that we get an idea of where we all are and whether it's worth having things like meetups and stuff in person. And then the plural movement is a whole other section with movement as its group name. So the plural movement, which is more activism and rights and things like that. It's definitely intermediate. So you get the manifesto and stuff like that, and we have the last 50 updated pages. Lots of stuff. So we just had to move this page entirely, and so that's an old page that has a new name. And then there's stuff we were updating on emotional fragment recovery. We have a new headmate. That's Chris's, so that's the group, page group. That means it's in our sub-site. That's a new headmate. We updated the Who's Who page when we updated the headmate, and so on. A great page with resources for people with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, because there's so many of us that have it. And you can see blog. So there's sometimes we tweak our boot camp, so you see things that are tweaked in the boot camp, and so on. We don't touch things as often as we could or should, maybe, but we do pretty actively touch things. Sometimes we go through like a whole bunch of stuff, and sometimes we, go a little while without touching things. And then there's a list of the last 500 pages if you really want to look at the last 500 pages, which might be all of them, I don't know. And all of our copyright information, privacy policy, accessibility statement, sometimes links may be affiliate links. It doesn't change how much it costs for you to buy it, but we might get a teeny tiny little kickback. I think the most we've earned in 1 year is in the $20 range. So, from affiliate links, and from book sales, I think, from Amazon. We have other books that are from Lulu and stuff that we've gotten more than $20, but I think Amazon, it's been like $20 to $28 at most. Since I'm live on the site right now, I can show you Kinney. Hi, Kinney. I'm new to plurality. Help. Introduction for singular systems. Oh, that was very helpful. I guess, kind of helpful. Oh well. I am new to plurality. I am plural and new to the site. How can my headmates get along better? That's a better question, right? If you've newly discovered that you're plural, a system, or have DID, then check out the United Front Bootcamp, which starts from the very beginning. Oh, yeah, the beginning of being plural. If you have a more established system, you may be looking to rescue lost and stuck headmates. Hopefully this is helpful, and good luck. Nice. Podcast onboarding residents. Now that's more helpful. Thank you. Thank you, KinneyBot. I don't know if we custom wrote that answer or if he just came up with that on his own. I don't know. Oh, their own. They're plural too. All right. So that is our homepage tour, if you will. And hopefully that helps you get a little less stuck on the website and have some kind of idea of some of the things that the site contains. And we'll come back with little videos that will highlight specific resources and or pages on the site later. So have a great day, and thanks for joining us.